This conference will now be recorded.
Some people will join for decentralized, and we are going for S4HANA embedded. So that is the reason why I'm asking.
Yeah, okay. But which just question, which who will look for embedded EWM and who will look for decentralized? Generally, what kind of clients?
Yes. Let us go that way. So let me introduce. Okay, so first of all, let us start this session. I will answer your question.
No problem.
Okay, so here I'd like to welcome you for all. Welcome to S4HANA Embedded EWM system. Okay, so and if you have any technical issues, you can always approach to these numbers. And myself, Narendra, and having total years of 20 years of experience in, and out of 20 years, 10 years from my domain and 10 years from SAP, and out of 10 years SAP experience, experience is 4 years, and SAP EWM experience is 6+ years. So I completed my one end-to-end implementation, rollout, and support projects in EWM. Okay, this is all, and I'm working for a pharmaceutical company based out of Bangalore location. Okay, before going to this, can you put a short introduction yourself, Anant?
Yeah. So I took the training before, not with this organization, with something else. That was just EWM with the ECC integration and that module, maybe 8.5, I believe. So I have some knowledge, but not like a lot. Yeah, hopefully this should help refresh my memory, and also a little bit different because this is S4HANA and also embedded. So
which platform are you currently working? Are you currently working in
No, I'm not an EWM, but I am very much familiar with the WM process and also some of the EWM process also. But my area is a little bit different. I also work for a pharmaceutical company, like a contractor. But my area is, ATTP by any chance, the pharmaceutical company. So that is the module I'm working for.
Okay, fine. So Srini, about you? I think he's not. He's on mute.
Maybe,
okay,
yeah, he's on mute.
Salil?
Yeah, this is Salil Kulkarni.
Yeah.
I am a SAP MM consultant with having some background with warehouse management as well as external warehouse management, but not with S4HANA.
Okay. Okay, so very good. So Ikram?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I actually am trying to get into the new technologies S4 that SAP has revamped into. I've been doing SAP for a very long time previously, but now I mostly do just project management. So I've been I got into SAP when it was version 3.1. So
okay.
Yeah, so now I'm basically, it's not the same SAP that I used to use or configure. So I'm just trying to keep myself technologically, aligned with what's under the hood kind of a thing. But I basically am not hands-on anymore. I'm more of a project manager.
Okay, fine. So Srini, about you? So I think he's on mute. Can you unmute it? Okay, fine. So I think he's facing some issue. Okay, so now let us start our demo session. So let me take you the introduction first. Okay, so what is these landscapes and how it works in SAP? Okay, so landscapes new and landscapes in the HANA systems. Okay, so previously we might be working with your SAP ERP systems and SCM servers, right? SCM servers in the previous versions before even SCM 7.0 is there. So in what will happen is, ERP, multiple ERPs will be connected to your SCM server where EWM sits, right? That means we do have the two instances here. One is SAP ERP and ERP, and it will go and connect with your SAP EWM system, which sits in SAP SCM server. There are two boxes. What I mean to say is there are two boxes which we need to read. Multiple boxes are there, okay, which we need to establish the connections between these two systems, and always the data between these two systems should flow each other, one system to another system. This is your oldest architecture, SCM server landscape. And you can have this SAP standalone system also, SAP EWM standalone system, and add-on is also there, but which will not work because it will occupy a lot of space, and memory is very huge amount of it will occupy the memory, and the system performance is also very less. And coming to that, day by day, the system has been advanced here, and now what we are going to do is we are going to work. This is what the architecture in the decentralized system. So ERP, one system, if you take ERP system is connected to a SAP EWM system. So probably you people might be working in that area. So now before SAP HANA system, embedded EWM system, we used to have two boxes. One, if you take a version of 9.5, 9.3, 9.1, 9.2 of SCM, so you can have this ERP system are connected to your ESAP. So there are two systems, okay, there are two instances you can say, okay. So now going forward in the advanced versions of S4HANA on-premise, what SAP has given is it's an embedded EWM system. That is what called the S4HANA embedded. So there won't be any two boxes here. Only one single instance will be there where you are working with your S4 system, S4 and along with your EWM. So if you see here integration of EWM with EWM, what will happen is ERP system and EWM system. Okay, so if we go into this architecture, what will happen is and you might be seeing this architecture, right? So what is the difference this architecture and this architecture? So are you finding any difference here, this landscape and this landscape?
In the sense, initially we need to integrate like a lot of transaction and master data. But currently I'm not sure, maybe EM, event management. Yeah.
So here what is happening is, yes, whatever you said is right. So here two boxes are there. Okay. So here whenever the data is, and ECC is your base system, sir. ECC is your base system in the sense financial system is also ECC. Even though if you go for S4HANA, we will call it as ECC only. Okay. So ECC is your base system. So always the people will look the financial accounting from ECC point of view. So here what will happen is, if it is this architecture, what will happen is the master data and transaction data are the two business these things, right? So always those things should get updated, sync between these two systems, ERP system and EWM system, always. So whenever you create a master data here, master data in the sense material master, vendor masters, okay, whenever you create an ERP, that needs to be moved into your EWM system. Okay, and whenever a transaction, that is always you need to know that in whenever you're working with E4 EWM, the deliveries is a must. Okay, the deliveries are must, either inbound delivery or outbound delivery. So whenever you create a delivery in ERP system, that delivery should go into EWM system via QRFs, queued remote function call. It's an interface, queued remote function call methods, function calls.
Yeah, okay. One question, Rajendra here. Not Rajendra, you are Narendra, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, this one is good, whatever you're talking about. So when it comes to HANA, still some clients will also have separate EWM box, or there is nothing like that kind?
Correct. They will have the separate EWM box with S4 also. They will not go with integrated embedded EWM. They will go with S4 and they will go with 9.5.
Oh, okay. So they can have embedded, they can have decentralized also, right?
Correct. Okay. Decentralized complete architecture is complete different in those setup. That's it. Okay, again we need to set up everything in that system, structure, everything. Okay,
which is similar to the ERP EWM integration concepts, like
yes. Probably everything should be moved through IDOCs. Okay, integration should be done with IDOCs, and lot of material master, vendor master changes. Very much huge amount of changes are there in that architecture if you go.
But still, the integration concepts are same, right?
Same. System point of view, it is same.
Okay.
Does it work in the same manner if you were to have this on a cloud as well?
Yes. Cloud is also, it will work on the similar way grounds.
But if it's in the cloud, we need a lot of integrations also, right?
Integrations only. But in terms of process point of view, yes, it is same.
So you will have to activate. You'll have to activate and install EWM separately in the cloud.
EWM separate in the S4 itself, it will be there, right? Embedded EWM.
Yeah.
So there is no need to go. There is no need to install anything. So on premise, how it will be there in the cloud itself. Cloud also. S4. If you go for S4 1909, in that box itself, you will find this embedded EWM. No need to install separately.
So, but do you have to activate this in SPRO?
Not required.
Not required.
See, this one I'm showing you is 1909, right? It's an on-premise. So I'm opening that. See here.
Now, what is asking, like we need to activate some business functions or BC sets.
That will be done when you activate it, right? When you install this EWM our system, basis guys will activate all those BC sets and function modules, everything. No need to do anything from our end as of now. If anything missing,
it's functional consultant's job, right, to activate the BC sets, etc. No,
not required, sir. Which BC sets you will do it? There are a lot of hundreds of BC sets will be there.
Yeah, that's the functional consultant need to figure it out which is the right version that we need to activate, right? That will.
But whenever your system gets installed, but that is that also you can do it, but you need to know the BC sets, right?
Yeah, we should know, even just like basis people as a functional consultants, we should know which one need to activate and know the sequence of activation.
Either way, sir, that is not a mandatory to do it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, you can go it. You can do it. It's better if you know that those BC sets. Else, that guys will do whenever they install it. All BC sets related with this activated.
Sure.
So here, what I'm talking is 1909. This node will be there.
Okay.
I think who has asked this question? Ikram.
Yes, Ikram had asked.
So this one.
So you are in SPRO, and then you will have to activate. Do you activate the EWM?
No. This is by default. What will happen is whenever you install it, whenever you get this access 1809, 1909, it will be there here.
No, I understand that, but there are a lot of things that are there in standard SAP, but you have to activate the object in SPRO.
Yeah, that one.
Can you drill down? Can you drill down on X? Yes. Okay. Enable decentralized EWM. So that's what I meant by activate. Right, the very first one with the cherry bomb. Right there.
No. This is used for your S4 connection with your this one decentralized. Decentralized. You're asking in decentralized with S4?
No, I was actually asking with this 1909, the one with S4 with embedded.
This one is basically used to connect this S4 system with decentralized EWM.
Okay, got it.
Not for this one 1909.
Okay. And we are looking at 1909 right now, right? Is
Correct.
this 19?
Correct.
Okay. And this is on premise? On premise?
Yes, on premise. Correct.
Okay. And the cloud will be different, or will it look the same?
It looks the same, but I have not got any chance to work on the cloud. On premise only we are working at.
Okay.
It will be the same.
Okay. Except that, if you want to invoke the Fiori for the front end, that would be different.
Fiori apps.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Please carry on.
So this one is the technique which the master data and the transactional data was moved into EWM system. One is the master data. How do you move the master data from ECC to EWM? Any idea?
Through master data distribution.
Master data is IDOC is one of the method. Probably shipping is the core interface.
Oh.
Okay, CFM1 and CFM2, where we use those T codes to move and activate the integration model. We'll need to create the integration model and we need to activate it. At that point of time, we'll move the master data from one system to another system. Okay, so here I will show you this. There, if you see this one.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
CFM1. If you see, just create integration model. Okay, whether what are the objects that you are moving into your EWM system, either you are going for materials, plans, okay, contracts, or vendors or customers, whatever. So this is your shipping. So it mainly works with a decentralized system. Actually, see, if you find this architecture, definitely we need to move the master data from one system to another system. Correct?
Right.
Okay. So when you go for transactional data also, you need to move. So here delivery, once the delivery is created in ERP system, what will happen is that will be distributed to your EWM system. Okay, then if you do have such setup, what will happen is no more changes are possible in ECC. So once you create the inbound delivery and that will be distributed to EWM system, and you cannot take the goods receipt or whatever here.
Yeah.
Okay, you should work only with EWM system. Okay, goods receipt will be done in EWM system. Again, the status will back updated to ECC, and then you need to find the bins, right? In EWM, there are, if you go for EWM, the storage location is connected to the storage types, right? Bins, warehouses. So you need to move that particular material to the bins. So that is what called the put away. We'll call it as in EWM. We'll call it as a put away. So final put away will happen in this EWM. Again, the status will back updated to ECC. So here, what is happening is the bidirectional flow of data for deliveries.
So when you're doing pick, pack, and ship, you are doing from EWM, right?
Correct.
And the posting, the financial posting will get updated in ERP.
Updated in ECC, correct, ERP.
And also ECC, and also the stock position, will it get updated in EWM or ECC?
Both it will be there in ECC, MMB or MB15, whatever transactions you do it stock, yes, correct. But in EWM also you will go with the monitor and you are going to see the stock positions.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Okay, and going for the S4 also, here it is only one box as I shown in this one, right? So it is only one box. So what is the advantages you found in this? Just a simple advantage.
Maybe integration is not required for the master data.
Correct. That is the only biggest.
Probably the tables have been consolidated.
Correct. So tables are also been in S4 anyway. The master data in MM side, lot of redundancy. Lot of tables were removed, right? Only MADDoc was come into picture, right?
When you open or close a period, does that affect EWM?
No, but it will stuck in the queues. Okay. If you not open the period for the next period, what will happen is whenever you do the goods receipt in EWM, the system should update the ECC inbound delivery also, right? So at that point of time, the posting will happen in ECC, so it will not get posted. It will get in the queues. It will stuck in the queues.
What if the stock is in transit between two warehouses of the same company code?
What will happen?
Yeah, so say if I'm moving stock on the 31st of the month and it's we are closing the period on that day, for instance, and the stock is in transit between two warehouses of the same company code. What happens to the stock? I mean, where will it get reflected?
So the stock, until you take the goods receipt in your EWM system through inbound delivery, it won't have any effect, right? So if you take on 31st also or 1st also, so it is that's what I told you. The transactional the system is ECC, financial system is or main system which you go with ECC only. Okay, so if it is a transit also, you can see the transit stock in your ECC, correct?
Okay.
Once the delivery is distributed, either you go for, if you go for an STO, both outbound and inbound deliveries will be getting created, correct?
Okay, yes.
So once you create that STO purchase order, what will happen is the outbound deliveries will be getting created, okay, through VL10D or VL10G, and then you go, that delivery will be distributed. There in EWM, you are going to pick. So if both are EWM managed, okay, though both plants are EWM managed, okay, so you'll go for outbound delivery, PGI, and then inbound delivery will be getting created, and you are going to take the receiving plant through inbound delivery. So those things will happen.
One more question. SAP used to have a transport management system. Is that now part of EWM or is it still separate?
It is a part of EWM only.
Okay, so they consolidated it under EWM now.
Correct.
So if I want to see where my trucks are at the moment in transit, I should be able to see that, right?
That should be activated, and whatever the configuration is required from their point or that point of view, we need to set up that way.
Okay.
That is also something like the transportation management is also like EWM. When it comes to the embedded transport management.
Same. Transportation management, correct.
Can we also see that one, like just like SCM, EWM, BSI, right? One node in S4. So similar to that, we have to TM.
Yeah, you need to activate. You need to activate that. Yes, correct.
Yeah, there's a separate configuration for TM.
No, configuration is there, but by default we'll get that module, right? By default.
So by default.
Like for example, you have shown us SCM module here. SCM EWM, right?
Yeah, here if you see your transportation management.
That's what is the question. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the question actually. I thought maybe I need to.
You need to set up this one, and you need to collect this.
Yeah, set up. Yeah, for every module we need to set up.
Correct. You need to integrate with MM documents here.
And if one wants to go fancy, then you can have IoT on your trucks, and you can see real time where they are at.
Exactly. So now this is the problem. Now what will happen is this system is becoming one. So here, what are the advantages of going in this architecture is no core interface is required here. Okay, same material master tables been used by both the applications. Here no core interface. So this core interface is basically used for moving the master data. So as such, it is only one box here. Now what we are going to do is we are not working with any shipping type of things. Okay, this is biggest advantages which we got in S4, because master data tables has been both applications are using the same tables.
Yeah,
it is advantage.
They had the CIF between APO and PP also previously.
Yes, that is also not there now.
That is also not there. That's correct.
Now also first time at the beginning we do have this transaction. If you know, SAP APO / MAT1. It is there here. It should be maintained in a global way. Okay, so it is there. Let us go. Let us not discuss at this point of time. This one.
Yeah. I don't want to divert you. Please go ahead.
Okay, so this is the one which I'm talking about. No core interface. Okay, no master data table transfer is needed. Same material master tables will be both the applications. That is the advantage here. And the another advantage. Tell me, what is another advantage in S4?
I'm not sure.
One we have seen the material master. So you might be seeing, sir. Definitely, you might be knowing that.
Absolutely.
What is
it
advantage?
Used to have. Say that again.
No. I'm taking. You might be seeing this. Material master. I have shown you the other master data.
Like business partners, that kind of.
Correct. Exactly. This one, sir. So here, what will happen in our decentralized system is whenever we create the customer and vendor in ECC, that customer and vendor will be moving to EWM system through shipping only. Okay, CFM and CFM. So what there I will use is there again I've used a separate transaction BP, and I've used to extend that into my warehouses. Okay, that part is we need to do it in decentralized. But now when we go for S4, so no more customer and vendor, right? Only the business partner is there. we need to create that business partner directly. Here, if you go for XK01, what it will show?
So for this also, there is no shift required, right?
That's what I'm telling. Master data, that is what I'm focusing on that only. So that shipping is not required. So directly you can create a business partner.
So it is a real-time update in EWM?
Yes.
Okay, so if you create a vendor over in ECC, it'll have a direct real-time reflection on EWM.
And there is no now if you go for S4, there is no part in the system will not go in that way actually. So if you see here, that's what I'm showing you. So if I go for XK01, if you see in the bottom, redirecting to transaction BP as transaction XK01 is obsolete.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that used to be the ECC transaction code.
That used to be ECC transaction. So if you go for organization, so here if you see here, only the business partner, here you need to do the roles here. Whether you are going for a supplier role, you need to extend it, right? So purchase org level or company code level, general data. So there will be three types of data we'll maintain it: general data, company code data, and purchase organization data. So you need to select this, create in the business partner role. So you need to select the roles here, and then you'll go for the creation of the business partner. And once you create the business partner, you will go for the what do you say that?
So are these roles somehow connected to the GRC roles also?
No. Those roles are different, sir. This is the vendor role.
Yeah, these are business roles, right?
Business role. So business partner role. So you wait.
Oh.
So whenever you create XK01, you will have this account groups, right? Vendor account groups. So those are nothing but these roles here.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So you can assign the screen layouts, number ranges, and whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
This is nothing to do with GRC roles.
Okay, I was just thinking if they have somehow linked these with GRC roles also.
No.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, then that is one of the most advantage in this embedded. Okay, so this is all about the master data. So let me show you this transaction data, how it flows here.
One thing before going there. So what are the disadvantages if you go like embedded EWM? Why companies choose decentralized EWMs?
See, nowadays there is nothing disadvantages or advantages, sir. Here, so here two systems should be maintained. Okay, if you go for ECC and EWM, two systems should be maintained. And as the technology is upgrading, you are going to for cloud system. Okay, and people are looking all the system in only one box. Okay, if you have two systems, what will happen is maintenance of these two systems. Again, you need to create the master data. They need to job should be scheduled. That data should be moved into ECC, EWM, and vice versa. If anything happens, updations will not be happening here. Okay, and coming to the EWM S4HANA, so it's only one box. It is integrated in only one system. Okay, and maintenance and maintenance point of view, cost point of view, it is very less. Okay, if there we require two people, here only one people is required enough to maintain these things.
No,
okay,
those are good. But question is because there will be some big organizations like Amazon, for example. In that case, if they ask somebody like that, whether they generally they will come back to us saying that whether we need embedded EWM or decentralized EWM. So which one we need to advise them?
See, nowadays, if you are already working with a decentralized, okay, so if it is a fresh implementation, go for decentralized. This one, sir, S4 embedded EWM.
Okay, that's good.
Anywhere in the future also, everything comes into one box in the next coming years. Okay, S4 will be there. No more ECC will be there. Okay, so better to go with S4 embedded EWM or S4 HANA 1909 with decentralized.
I got confused here again. That means in 1909, we also have decentralized EWM too?
Decentralized EWM. See, in 1909, only S4 HANA 1909. It's not that we can be connected to your decentralized EWM.
Oh, okay. But
maybe the technology is moving towards centralization, consolidation, S4HANA technology, where they have taken out all the redundant tables. That's where it is heading, and eventually it's all going to be in the cloud. So they are trying to, those days are gone when organizations used to spend 10 million, 20 million on SAP implementations. And there used to be an army of consultants used to be at the client side configuring, sitting there for 1 year, 2 years. So they are looking at it from that business point of view. That's the journey SAP has taken.
So that's what. So they see now going forward, they will be using only one box. And these are the advantages in S4 is, Fiori apps will be there. You can configure through your mobile and you can work through your Android devices also, right? Yeah. So they're going into that stages now.
One more question you said, because 1909 can able to connect decentralized EWM, right?
Mm-hmm.
The previous version, like 1809 of S4HANA, that will also connect to decentralized EWM? Okay, it will.
Yes. Okay. Can connect it.
But you specifically mentioned 1909, that's why I got that question.
Yeah, but I think where SAP is going is they will stop supporting in 2025. So as you will see that 19, basically the first 2 digits represent the year. And then the next 2 digits represent which month it was released in. So as you will travel on the timeline, you will see, the next version can be 2002, for instance, I don't know. But as we get closer and closer to 2025, the backward compatibility will be taken out eventually.
Yes. That's what initially SAP has planned to roll out this WM in 2025 also, right? So now all the projects will be moved to EWM side.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what. See, this is the new technology now. Okay, with all the Fiori apps, advanced, it is making more user friendly to work. Okay, with Fiori apps. Okay, so that is why people, if any new business rolls off, so better to suggest this 1909 itself.
Yes.
Okay. 1909 with embedded EWM.
Embedded EWM.
But brand new customers, right?
Brand new customers. That will
be recommended.
Yeah. That is. There is only one time, you will struggle it, but you'll have a lot of advantages, new features in this. In the coming days also, this is not yet stopped. So they are going to release every year every 6 months a new version, right? With added changes, everything. So it will be good to have this. But one thing I want you to focus is you need to know how the decentralized works also.
That's correct.
Because most of the clients, so this is a new one, okay, so no one is aware of this technology. So people are not moving to this technology now. So they are still in decentralized. Many years they will be in decentralized only. 9.5 is very comfortable for them. Okay, so you should know how this 9.5 works. Just
Narendra, my question. So Narendra, my question to you is has SAP built any data migration tool for some client or somebody who wants to move or migrate from SAP decentralized to embedded? How do you migrate that data?
Decentralized to the migration. Embedded. So once you upgrade the data, yes, definitely there is a migration tool, right? Migration tool, data migration.
That's a standard migration tool, but I'm talking strictly with respect to EWM.
EWM.
So what is asking from EWM decentralized to EWM centralized?
EWM embedded. Yeah. So if I want to move from EWM decentralized to EWM embedded, how will I migrate my data?
How do you migrate? So from WM to EWM, yes, there are some migration tools are there, but this one decentralized to S4, how do you do that?
Maybe most of the customers, they will prefer to be decentralized only in that case. As you are telling, most of the customers currently are with like EWM with the decentralized, integrating to ECC system. So in majority of the cases, they prefer to be like that only because they used to the decentralized way of working, integrating.
Yeah, that's true. But his question is something different. Okay,
I
let me
know.
check that. Let me see that question answer. I will because I never because interacted that one decentralized to EWM system. So still we are working in still in decentralized systems only. And as for some demos we are given, but still I will answer your question in the
Appreciate
next.
that. Thank you.
Let me see that any option is there in that. Okay. So here the differences I will go for that. So here if you see that differences in a decentralized and embedded EWM. Okay, so here S4HANA or ERP purchase order inbound delivery. Here what will happen in EWM, notification will be there, inbound delivery, unloading and put away. So this if you see the left side of your decentralized, this is the process here. Okay, and when you come to this EWM, in terms of point of view, in terms of process point of view, whether it is go for a cloud or in EWM, premise, the notification is not there here.
Yeah.
Okay, notification is not there. So what will happen is redundant. That means duplication of data has been removed. If you go for a decentralized, the notification will be there. If you go for a EWM, notification is there. From here, inbound delivery onwards, the process is very much similar in both the systems.
Okay, so that means here the inbound on the right side, S4HANA, we will create an inbound delivery that will be again replicated to inbound delivery ID or something, or
yeah, what will happen is even though it is only one box, still we are creating the purchase order in ECC. Okay,
yep.
Inbound delivery VL31N, and then that will be distributed to EWM system. So you will get a message saying that distributed to EWM, and then you are working. So directly you are getting the ID, not IDN.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
So
okay.
again, you need to do the goods receipt here, and the status will back updated to ECC.
Oh, okay. So that is some kind of communication is happening, like integration from
Correct.
even though it's embedded, but still some integration is happening, right?
Integration. We need to set up the business systems both.
Yeah.
We need to connect with each other. Even though it is one box, we need to set up that.
Yeah.
Okay. So here decentral outbound also same. Here outbound delivery request, outbound delivery order. Okay. So this is your request is not there. Okay. Outbound delivery request is not. So that means whatever the duplication they have found it, they have removed it in S4 coming to S4. Okay. So but even though there are some disadvantages, what will happen is if S4 something happens, entire system will be down. Okay. If you go for decentralized, what will happen if SCM is down, you can still work in ECC. If ECC is down, still work, you can work with EWM.
Yep.
That is the advantage. That is something happens with ECC, you can still work. You cannot stop. You warehouse, you can operate it. That's the advantage. If this one is what will happen if system something happens to this down, if something down system is down, entire operations will be stopped here. So most of the things are posting changes. Okay, here posting changes also request is not there. Okay, so posting change request. And majority of the changes were brought in quality inspection sizes. Let us go this one when we go in depth in discussion. So majority of most of the changes has been done here in the quality inspection. Lot of IoTs were being removed, and only the inbound delivery IoTs inspection object types were removed. And there is only one inspection top that is maintained. So I will discuss this. So this is a decentralized process. Okay, and this is purely in EWM only. It's not our hardcore quality inspection what we do in your ECC system. This is only a visual inspection will happen in EWM. This one we'll discuss, not much now. And coming to the course content, okay, this course content is around 45 hours of duration. Okay, and 3 months of system access will be given to you, and everything will be done in front of you. Recordings will be shared to you. Okay, configuration and business scenarios, everything will be done in front of in the class session itself. Okay, so ensure I will not do in the configuration, and I'll come to this. I'll do everything in front of you guys only. Okay, so and documentation, whatever documentation I'm having, maybe you are also having something, but still I can share you those things. And coming to this,
about the certification, we have any special certifications for the embedded
no, it's
EWM or
9.9.5 only. So far, they have not given anything. So it's still there, 9.5 only.
But once we complete your course, we'll be able to, and practice, we'll be able to pass any of the certification tests.
Yes. Because you need to this is theoretically you need to read it. See, when as a functional consultants, what will happen is we can do it in the system. But when comes to the exam point of view, a theory is important. You need to read the books. So there, yes, definitely, whatever there in the same, there except labor management and what is the other one that will be not covered. You need to go through the books. Rest of the things, 80% you can. Whatever we are doing it, we are covering all those things.
Are you certified by any chance?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So will you guide us also the certification mainly?
Yes, no problem.
The main reason why I'm asking so much about certification is because my background is not EWM. Eventually, I need to enter into EWM. So one thing, without having much experience, getting a new project is a little bit difficult. And with the certification, with certification, we can at least prove them that okay, I have good enough knowledge to work on the system.
That's not a problem, sir. I'm having some questions for certification also previously. I collected it. I can share you those things also.
Okay.
That is will be your you can have some idea how the questions will be framed out. So that is the intention. I can share you that. Okay, so here integration, sir, master data shipping, integration, structural elements, all those things will be coming. And
you will cover the configuration also, right? Starting from the setting up various organization elements, etc.
Yeah, everything, sir. Here, only the system integration, whatever system integration as existing there, I can use that system. Okay, logical systems, I will connect my warehouse. And in EWM, I'm going to show you the entire org structures.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to go. Okay. I will create a new setup, complete new setup.
That's very important because that is a bit.
But what I need to do, expecting from you is, I can show you whenever the time comes, what are the fields that are required, what are the areas that need to be focused. But you need to suppose if I create a new storage type, okay, something where I'm not going to touch each and every field there. Okay, so what I expect is you need to work on that. You need to read that those somewhere. Whatever over the time comes, everything I can cover it, each and every field. What I'm trying to say is, if I'm not able to go in some fields, you need to work on that. Why that is? What is the functionality of that? So that's most of the things I'm going to cover. If I'm not going to cover anything, that's the question. So because time is also an important factor. So here the goods receipt process here, inbound deliveries. Okay, so strategies will be coming here. What are the inbound delivery strategies, inbound goods receipt strategies? Any idea by chance?
You mean the first in, first out, FIFO and all those? Or?
That is it covers in the PGI, goods issues. So in the here, if you go for addition to the existing stock, next time PBN, and bulk strategies, pallet strategies.
Okay. This you're talking about the inbound process.
Inbound. Fixed bin, near fixed picking bin. So all those comes in the strategies. When you go for the inbound. Here, when you go for this inbound process, there are two types of a setup. One is simple inbound, the other one is complex inbound. Okay. Simple inbound is nothing but just taking some products. There will be a variety of products will be there. One is a simple inbound. You take the goods, you put it into the bins, but not always. Or some products in between require some packing or some some value-added services. So you'll go for storage control process. That will call it as a process-oriented storage control. In that, the consolidation, value-added services, quality inspection also will comes here. Okay. And layout oriented. There are two types of storage control methods. One is the process oriented, the other one is the layout oriented. If your layout is not permitting to move the products through a straight way. See, your forklifter is not in a position to go into that area and put the stock. Okay, at that time you're going for layout. So conveyor systems are there, right? Conveyor belt system. So if your warehouse is a multi-store building, what you're going to do, you're going to put the handling unit over the conveyor belt and you will collect in the second floor. All right. So such type of things, if you want to set up here, layout oriented will be, you are choosing the layout oriented.
Okay.
And then goods issue processor, whatever you said it, right? So goods issue is very important in outbound process. Outbound process, what we do is simple outbound process, again complex outbound. Here the strategies will be first in first out, last in first out, and SLED, quant, so partial quantities. So all those things, it's not there mandatory, but still you want to see those things. So first in first out is a strategy where you'll use. And again POSC in outbound, and wave management, here wave processing, warehouse order creation rules, and transportation unit management, yard management. Where is the yard management? Okay, here I think I'm not. Where is that yard? I think something I have removed it here. Okay, but after TU, staging area and door determination. Okay, before that it will come, sir. Before TU only it will come, and this is this will be covering here, and then after this, yard management. Yard management. And after yard management, you know, this posting changes, ad hoc moves, posting changes and transfers and replenishment. Okay, this one. And then you go for this physical inventory. Yard management is there, sir. Here, okay, separate topic I mentioned. Okay. Physical inventory, slotting. Slotting it comes under, you know, inbound only slotting. And physical inventory is what type of procedures are there. This is one of the important concepts. Every day you are getting this physical inventory. And introduction to yard management. So I will show you the process of both inbound and outbound process, how it works along with the TU transportation. And the cross docking is EWM triggered cross docking. And PPF actions. This is not our work to post processing, but you need to know what are the actions and action profiles, action definitions are there. You still want to know where the configuration is there, how it looks. And,
but it's very important, right, for the inbound or outbound process, that PPF, because that's where the labels, everything will get printed and all that stuff.
Correct. Output determination. Output will happen only through these PPFs. We'll discuss on this. So whenever we go for this HU printing, I'll come to this. Okay. And RF configuration, mobile data entry.
Yeah.
And exception handlings. Okay. And I think here kitting I have not maintained. Kitting is also covered, sir.
Yeah, write it down in this one so that we don't forget.
Okay. So these are 16 to 17 chapters, sir, exception codes. Okay, it requires 45 hours.
45 hours, like daily, or how the time schedule?
That's what it's depend upon you. So if I go for daily, it's 1 hour 15 minutes, 1.5 hours. And if you go for it requires 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours per week. If you go for a weekend, then you'll go for Saturday, Sundays, and 2 hours Saturday, Sundays. Morning 7 to 9. Not 7 to 8:30. Sometimes it will go to 7 to 9, sometimes 8:30, like that. It's minimum.
You are Indian time, or are you in India or here?
India.
Okay, Indian time.
No, if you go for daily also, I'm fine. We'll start at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Is it not a good idea, like every alternate days or so? Because we need to like a little bit of practice. In the initial, maybe it may be okay, but once it comes to the real configuration.
Practice sessions, sir. That is, and one more thing here, after you join it or you join here or somewhere, you learn it, but this practice is important here.
That's why I'm saying, if you give like every alternate days or something, so that we can practice, because we are still new only. We need to read it and try to practice. We'll get some errors here and there and all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
So
what we'll do is initially for few days, that is 4 to 5 days, we'll go continuous, and then we'll have alternate days. When we go for
something like that. That's correct.
Yeah, that will be good.
Yeah. Initially, because of more of theoretical in nature, yeah, it will be okay even if we go a little bit like every day. But maybe after 1 week, maybe alternate days will be a little bit better so that we can practice also.
Yeah, once the project goes ahead, we need to practice.
Yeah, that's what, sir. That's what here, it's not like the MM and SD. Okay, just want to ensure you that, okay. So here, a lot of practice should be there.
Yeah, that's correct.
Lot of practice, not ordinary practice. You need to send some at least 2 to 3 hours daily. Even though if you are busy in your work.
Yeah.
No, otherwise, learn coming and just listening.
That's what happened. The first time when it took like a couple of years back, maybe 3 years or 4 years, I don't remember. Yeah, he's a very good teacher. He wrote the book also, EWM book. His name is also Rajendra, something like that. So yeah, he taught very well, honestly. But I didn't practice that much. That's the problem. Yeah, this time hopefully I should do better. Yeah, he did very good job. That I forgot his name. His name is also Rajendra, something like that only.
Okay.
Yeah.
No issues, sir. Yeah, that's what you need to practice it. That's what we can say.
Yeah. Basically that's what it is.
What will happen is over a period of time, initially people will join it and they will 1 week or 10 days they will do it. After that, I've seen many people because of their busy schedule.
Yeah. I know. Yeah,
we cannot. That is the first priority, right? The office work is the first priority.
Yeah.
But we should also take care. Okay, then any questions? Go ahead.
Yeah, I do have altogether different question. If you don't mind, can I ask you your age?
My age is, why do you?
Yeah, is it anyway
40 plus.
40 plus. Okay. I am 52 running.
Oh, okay. You are 52. Okay.
Will it be advisable for me to go for this training?
Why not?
Why not? It's not a factor. Yeah.
It's not related to age, right?
No. Why I'm telling you is that because two big companies have refused my CV on the ground of age. And these are big giants.
So one thing you can go, sir. You can go for some project manager like that by knowing all these concepts. Or else you can. I don't think so. That won't be any factor. But I'm little worried. You put all your configuration. You put all your experience, everything, right? So why does the people look for that?
No, if it's it is a full-time jobs generally that will come into picture. Honestly, getting older.
I tell you, I am jobless for almost from the May 2020.
Okay. But what is your area?
I am material management and EWM consultant.
Oh, okay.
No. This time, what will happen is, this pandemic situation also, people are
many projects, becoming on hold also.
Some reason, some reason they are putting it, but don't worry on that. You will get that definitely.
Yeah. Age is not a factor, maybe. Probably because in the last few months, I am seeing like most of the projects are on hold, or altogether they cancelled it. So, but they will start it again because things are going in a positive direction right now because we got the vaccine and also slowly maybe they will try to
coming 2 months. Everything will be in a streamlined manner. So projects will be there anyway. Christmas holidays will be there for you this month and next month also. So middle of the next month.
But I tell you about my situation. I need job immediately. I am searching for job on Warfront because I have got certain liabilities in my house, so I need to fulfill those.
Correct. So definitely, sir, this will be an advantage. So you can put your CV Definitely you will get it. But the right now, what I'm saying is, in India also, a lot of people are, because lack of projects and this pandemic area. So all the projects have stopped it. So probably next year, I think in Jan month, we hope the good results.
Yeah, first quarter, hopefully, yeah, things should become better.
Correct.
Yeah, we cannot say anything. Yeah.
Only hope so. In February, I think it will be everything.
Yeah, that's correct. In January, nothing much happens. Still, they will plan and do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, but the first quarter is maybe the right thing, maybe. So that means
So you can always go with the freelancing also, no, Salil?
For freelancing, you need to have the good contacts. That's the thing.
Okay.
no, without that also
are all of you based in India?
No.
I'm from Pune.
Okay. What about others?
I'm from Pune.
Okay. So Anant is from US, I guess.
Yeah.
And you are also from US, right, Ikram?
I'm US, yes.
You are from India. I am from India, and Salil is also from Pune.
Where is Srini? Who is Srini?
He has left it already. Left it.
Maybe
so 2 US and 2 India, right?
Yes.
So how is so who's in US, Narendra?
Though this organizer is also in India only trainings. Okay. So I am from India and Salil is from India, and Anant is from US.
So maybe I can ask this question to Anant. How are you seeing the US market for EWM?
It should be good, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing here and there. So yeah, going forward, it should be good. So yeah, maybe currently also we'll see projects here and there, but they will always ask like multiple projects EWM experience. So that's where the problem comes into, unless we have some experience. So because we don't have experience, that's what I'm trying to concentrate on certification also. So yeah.
Or maybe putting a year or 2 years with a very large consulting firm like Deloitte or Accenture or something.
Yeah, if you have that, that's good, really, honestly.
Because these people, these big companies, they sometimes absorb you, but they sort of take you in as a very junior level.
Yeah, that's correct.
But then you spend there like 2 years and then you move on.
Yeah, that's correct. One of my colleague, maybe kind of friend also, he did like that way only. He moved into full-time position with a consulting company. Maybe I think after 1 year or so he left it. That's
No, because what you need 2 implementations on your resume.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you're right.
One is good enough nowadays. Implementations are very difficult to get. Only it's a very difficult. Let us put it this way.
Yeah.
One implementation, if you by chance you get any implementation, it's very great.
One implementation and with maybe a certification also added advantage. Something like that.
So see, one implementation is more than enough, sir. If you go for rollouts, you will get equivalent knowledge of that.
Yeah. Having more is always better, but it's not easy.
It's not easy. That's what I'm trying to say. But orally, so something you can talk with the business by knowing this training, sir. That is the
right. Yeah, that's important.
I'm not saying that after getting this training, you will go and shoot up everything. But still, something you can speak with the business in the business rules. You can say it, or something you can suggest to the business, saying that hey, this is the way which you need to process this, or this is the way which you go for a multiple step processing, or this is the way which you can go for these processes. That you can suggest it definitely by taking the inputs from them.
Yeah, that's correct. Apart from this one training, what else we need to know in S4HANA Is it like, for example, some people talk about analytics, some people like theory, some people something else, right? Apart from EWM, is there anything, any other module or any other thing is good to learn as a supplement? Because some people are also talking like Fiori, right?
Fiori apps, okay, definitely. Yeah, I understand your question. Fiori apps, okay, definitely. We'll try to connect this one also, Fiori also in the end, if you have time. I'll show you the Fiori T codes also. I'm working on that, okay. And the second one is, yes, definitely the cross modules like, transportation management is nowadays is very essential to EWM, so because both work, in parallel.
Okay, hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Narendra, one more thing about yard management in logistics S4HANA. There is something new.
Very old.
Very old one, right?
Yeah, no, yard management is very old. It has always been. It has been there in ECC too.
What is your question?
Yeah. Hold on. I will just collect what I.
See, you are going to connect your warehouse with a yard, then you are going to work with yard management. There are 2 to 3. It's not directly key dock appointment scheduling. Okay, this is complete different. Where weighing will be done, everything will be done. Here we will not do anything such type of things. Just you bring our vehicle in the yard, and from the yard movements will be there. You will assign the door to the yard. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Just a second.
For 2 minutes.
Okay, you can continue with that. I will come afterwards.
Okay, no problem. So probably what I will do is I will just come with your question, Salim, because I need to log off now.
Okay.
Do you have any course on cloud migration?
Cloud migration.
Yeah, meaning when you are migrating on premise to cloud. So basically, how do you do that, and what pitfalls, what to things to look for, and all of those things.
Okay, let me check that. I will give you that information. I'll give you that.
Because I see that's where most of the queries are coming from. Either it be SAP Cloud Platform, SCP they call it, or AWS, or any cloud basically. Now SAP has done a partnership with Google as well. So, but for the most part, I think they are trying to pull customers, whoever wants to go to cloud in SAP Cloud Platform.
Okay. I don't think so. There is some objects which how we are migrating it. Definitely there is some other things. Okay.
Yeah, because this on-premise is kind of fizzling out. It's going to go away slowly and surely.
But it will take some more time, sir. That's sure. Anyway, because this is not yet stabilized here. Any 1909 also. There's still 2020, 24 or 2003. There is 2004. I think it is an beta version has released, I guess, right? So
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Most of the, not most, especially some of the small to medium organizations, they prefer cloud compared to very large organizations because they don't want to.
So if you are a very large organization like DuPont or Pepsi or Coca-Cola, then what they also do is they acquire companies. So whoever they acquire, they may already be on some other platform or whatever. So they have to do consolidation. And if you are a multi-language, if you're global, then you are multi-currency. So, I've seen like all sorts of different things. It's a combination, also hybrid model between on-premise and on cloud. But now there are a lot of, the US governments is going on cloud, with their ERP. So, yeah, so they have established trust in terms of data And in these cloud companies, there are three large cloud companies. They have built their data centers with separately for government. So the data issue that we used to hear about like 3 years, 4 years back, is my data safe in the cloud or not? Those discussions are not there anymore.
Okay.
Okay. So that's all from my end. Okay, Anant. So anything to be addressed, we can always check with Rajendra so that we can start our regular sessions.
Okay.
It's only on premise. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, cloud is also interesting. Maybe we can go next to training.
Yeah, we'll see that one. We'll discuss that cloud.
So for all the gentlemen, I have got one request.
Yeah, go ahead.
If anyone has got opening with EWM, I would like to join.
Sir, IBM is having opening in Gurgaon, sir. You can apply that.
IBM. Okay. And anyone from other?
IBM Gurgaon is having lot of openings. You can if you have any contact, you can get that. And even Merck Bangalore is having openings with their own EWM site. Okay, you can always you can go with that. If you have any links, any friends, you can pass your CV there. Merck is a pharma company. Okay, so these are the two.
Narendra, you also pharma, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. May I know which pharma, or is it secret?
That's okay. Later on, I will.
Yesterday I gave an interview for pharma company.
Okay, which one?
I don't know the name. The company is Infosys.
Okay. So there may be some other.
I am asking Narendra because I also work for pharmaceuticals. Yeah, because my module, whatever I talking, the ATTP one is for pharmaceuticals only.
Okay.
So
no problem.
Yeah, for Pfizer and Amgen and even BMS, all those things I worked. So that's why I'm asking, just not anything.
No issues, Anant. No. So Salil, you can go for that. Those two, IBM Gurgaon is there. It is having lot of openings. You can go for that. Okay. Then see you guys. Okay. See you next.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.